Hey guys.
Hey everyone!
Hey!
Welcome to Push the Point, episode 27. We're allowed
He's
to do that again
already.
now. We're allowed to do that because
He's
we're on YouTube instead. We can call the episode
it's
that.
push point 2.0, so do what you want, mate.
Yeah, Push the Point, episode 2, 7.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
Very good, thanks, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, not too shabby. I'm flying to a little place called the United States of America tomorrow, so I'm getting my accent out of the way now, so I don't accidentally do it while I'm over there. And
While you're there,
yeah,
at immigration.
yeah.
Simon,
But,
before we were chatting away, I noticed that you have a bag of coins. What the hell's that?
Wow. Well, Trips
That's
one up
great.
to me
Yeah,
here.
I know. I know.
Wow.
Great eyesight that you spotted that bag of
So,
coins. It's totally not on camera, but
I travelled around the States about 12 years ago for two and a half months, and I tried to collect all of the states on the quarters. I got about 40 in and then had to come home. So
That's not
good.
sad.
really
if you don't
impressive.
know, there are quarters with states on the back, and there should you can collect them, but some of them are really hard to come by, like New York.
Some of them are very hard. It would take a really like dedicated, talented, and beautiful person to collect all of the
Your
state
grandma,
coins. My aunt, actually.
your aunt. Okay,
And she sent them to me, so technically they're mine. So she did.
you're just looking after her collection, is what
I'm
you're
looking
saying.
after them, yeah. So I actually own all of the coins because I have family out in America, and they used to send me the quarters as a little hobby when I
Well,
was a child. So,
someone's just too lucky, aren't they?
yeah, I'm doing my bit for the American economy because apparently so much was taken out of circulation that
True.
it made the
You're
currency.
gonna drop them back in. You're gonna take them all and drop them back
Yeah,
in.
I'm just
It's your
gonna
fault.
go. I'm pretty sure that might actually be an issue at customs if I went in being like, yeah, I'm planning to wreck the American economy with my 50, 25-cent coins.
And I'm going to a pro tour.
Who's going to take that risk, right?
No, that's true.
Are you going to mention a competitive card event when you're at the immigration, or are you just going to? Yes, correct answer.
Yeah, I'm going to a convention at the convention center.
I'm not even saying that. I'm here to visit friends. That's all.
Yeah, I might just say that too, or friends and family, which is true. So, but yeah, we're very excited about going. We don't want to talk about too much because we know, sadly, our good friend Hamish is not going.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Carry on.
I'm fine. No,
It's okay.
No, I've accepted it. I'm actually excited to sort of just spectate really and just see where this meta how it develops, how the event goes. You know, I know I went for a stage of where I was pretty bummed out, but I've kind of just went, you know what, it's over now. There's plenty more to go, and
there's always worlds, right?
Yeah, there's always
Yeah,
worlds,
exactly.
as well as the fact that I did take one look at my passport and went, oh, there was no hope anyway. So I don't
Is
know
it expired already?
Yeah, well, it was expired 2 years ago, so I've
Yeah.
so I was never going. So this has kind of made me feel.
Has this been the catalyst to get your passport renewed?
Yes, yeah,
Right.
because
At least you noticed, right? That's helpful. You might get to go to Madrid.
yeah, well, it's because it's because of Madrid. I actually was like, oh, it's around my birthday, for the Uprising world premiere event that was shown off, and yeah, I was like, oh god, I want to go. I can. It's treat it as a birthday thing, and then I was like, oh. This passport thing's getting a bit dicey. Now I don't even think I'm going to that because I don't think I'm going to get this passport back anywhere near in time. So
got my fingers crossed for you, dude.
Well,
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it'll be one of those things where if it shows up and it's doable, then I'll do it. Because getting an accommodation is not a problem. You know, you can always find something dead cheap last minute. It'll just be flights, but we'll see how it goes. But you know, I think
it's really exciting. I think you're gonna, well, for the people that are going, like Hamish is a maybe, but like for the people, we know a few people are gonna go to these world premieres, and I think it's really cool. Like you get to see the cards,
yeah,
My question to you guys, like, I know this is a bit of a segment, but like, if you were going to the world premiere, do you think you try and like avoid some of the spoilers? So you were like opening cards and seeing them for the first time, or
No.
like,
Yeah, no.
No,
I mean,
I suck at this. I generally just go, I don't care. I need to see, even if I don't want it.
But also, like when you go to a pre-release, you don't avoid spoilers to go to the pre-release, do you?
it's just because it's like the first. I guess it's like the world premiere, but like, yeah, I guess we would have seen some of the cards, but yeah, I just think it would be interesting. Like
We've already
idea.
seen some of the cards. They've been out there. They've been.
Yeah, I wonder if LSS would ever do that, like a release where they just don't spoil any cards at all, and it's like if you go to
zero hype.
You go to the pre. I don't know though. Like, is it zero hype, or does it go complete full circle back to like mega hype?
I think
the full tease.
I think they've got to do some, because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going, right? And if they're just not releasing anything, there's nothing to be like. Oh, it's just a name.
Yeah,
you know.
Like,
this is coming. What is it? I don't care. You
like
don't care unless you know.
Theme. I quite like it.
Icelander got us all pumped, and then seeing pictures of dragons got us all pumped.
I saw the people.
I mean, they're playing
dragons.
They're playing to their audience pretty well, aren't they? Like, they've absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they have, maybe they haven't. We'll see.
So should we go? Should we do some drinks?
Hamish, what are you drinking today?
Well, accidentally.
Right.
It is on theme, okay? And my friend Dale, who brought me the deli rum, has brought back another beer from his travels. Thank you so much, Dale. He brought me what he would call the Canadian Carlsberg, which is...
let me see if I can guess what it is. Molson.
A Molson, yes.
Yeah, good man.
So I've got a can
it's
of
terrible,
Molson.
but it's Canadian.
Okay, yeah. So a can of Molson, which is tied in nicely to the fact that our guest that we've got on for this podcast is none other than Matt. Matt DeMarco, who is a chap. He's American.
He's Canadian.
I think he is actually American and lives in Canada.
All right, fine.
You can find out in the interview. But yeah,
I mean,
there we go.
I know he supports the Habs.
Yeah, he lives in Toronto. So yeah, there we go. On trend.
Get on board with that.
So I've got one Canadian beer, and hopefully he'll get a Flake Cadbury's bar. Anyway,
it is the equivalent of Carling, I would say.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway.
Yeah, enjoy that. I think you should enjoy.
Enjoy that. What about you, Simon? What are you having?
So I've gone back to my roots, my Kentish roots. We went camping last weekend.
I'm guessing. I'm like, shall I guess Kentish beers?
Oh, interesting.
Whitstable Bay.
Not quite. So I grew up in Whitstable, and I went to school in Faversham, which is the home of Shepherd Neame Brewery. So today I do have a standard Spitfire, not even Spitfire Gold, but a standard Spitfire.
Standard Spitfire is a very tasty beer.
Nice beer.
Amazing. Well,
what about you, Trip?
What am I drinking? I'm not drinking beer, unfortunately. I am again drinking wine. So apologies to the hardcore beer faction of the community, but occasionally I prefer to drink wine, and that occasionally is when I cannot be asked to go to the shop. And I'm drinking a nice Pinot Grigio from the fridge.
Standard.
Cold from the fridge. So
is that a Co-op special or Tesco?
I don't think it is. Was it Co-op or M&S? It was Co-op. There we go. That's our choice on the high street.
Fantastic middle class.
You can hear some bubbling in the background. That's because my wife is making her dinner as quietly as possible. But giving you the full atmospheric effect of what it's like in the Trip household.
Well, we can't actually hear you in the live stream, but trust me, I will hear it during the podcast edit. the amount of stuff I have to try and suppress. So.
Cheers everyone.
Yeah,
cheers.
Happy podcast. And cheers to you at home. Let us know in the chat what you are drinking tonight. If you're drinking a beer, or just a cup of tea.
Right, Hamish.
Yes.
What order do you want to do this in? Because we've got
this is not my job. So
Hamish, what do you want to do?
What do you want?
Simon's now started to get lazy and lazier, where he's actually got a list, and all it is Hamish, what are we doing? Like 5 times now.
the reason I ask is because Hamish has a very valuable box, and we are all asking, what's in the box, Hamish?
Well, we have been given a parcel from LSS, which is the appreciation kit. If you have seen other content creators show that off, I imagine it's probably the contents are similar. But if you haven't, then stick around. I will be pulling it all out in front of you.
You never know, though.
What about the box?
What about the box? Well,
you're pulling it all out.
Well,
so,
it's actually James White's fingernails. No.
Jesus Christ! What is it?
He taped it to a letter, and it's got vocal all on it.
That went south. We also have a couple of other segments. Trip and I are going to talk about our preparations or not in the lead up to the Pro Tour and how we're getting there. And we have
Hamish has done more testing for the Pro Tour than we have.
I think so. I'm just going to pretend I'm going.
We finally have our 500 sub giveaway.
Yes, we finally got it. We have a wheel.
So why don't we start with our 500 sub giveaway? Because we have been teasing this for a while, and by tease I mean we've been lazy and not sorted it out. I'll explain while Hamish is getting everything set up on the stream. I will explain. A couple of weeks ago, we took the names of our public subscribers off of YouTube, which totaled 314 subscribers' names that we were given access to. So if you are one of those 314 people that is a public subscriber of Push the Point on YouTube, you are now in with a chance of winning one of 3 prizes.
Oh, yes. Do you guys have your prizes on hand?
I can get it.
Yeah. I can't get it.
I can't get it. Okay. Well,
my prize currently exists more of a concept as opposed to a tangible. Well, I've got stuff, and I will collect and collate that stuff into a sendable.
Okay, so Trips is
prize.
Trips is definitely more mystery box.
Mine is the greatest prize of all. Potential. It could be anything.
It could be. Oh, okay. So Simon is giving away.
Oh, Simon's already gone mad. Oh, okay, maybe I need to go.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. So this is what
I don't know.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So Simon is giving away
Vanguard, Bolton map.
I am giving away the Team Covenant Boneyard Marauders. I've got 3.
Very nice. Ooh, very nice.
And I have got the Cold Foil amulets, 1 ice, 1 lightning, 1 earth, and this one's just a bit of a goodie. A full art dust path pilgrimage. So that's mine. Yeah. That's what I'm giving away.
Shout out to our deck tech with Sharif, where we talked about that card.
Oh, we did.
Quite a lot, yeah.
Come full circle. So yeah,
and mine will be of equal, or probably slightly. Ever so slightly greater value to the other 2, just so I can feel good about it.
The chat want to know if you can give away a date with yourself as the prize, Trip.
Not me, yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I'm easy, guys. If you want to go out in the town, I know some great places.
Trip, I imagine in
London.
That you're not.
You have to come to London, though. I'm not paying. Fuck no.
You can pay for me to go out.
The prize is a date with me. Why would I be?
He doesn't comprehend.
Right.
I don't know.
Should we move over to the virtual wheel?
Do the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Okay, so there is a hell of a lot of names on here. So we're going to start off with Simon's.
Okay. For the V of the Vanguard map. And go on, seeing as you're adding so many cards, I'm going to chuck in a Cold Foil Ray of Hope and a Cold Foil Eclipse Existence as well.
Oh, God, we're stepping it up now. See, Trip might actually end up trying to outdo us all, so you never know.
I'm sweating over here, yeah.
Okay, guys, if you are a subscriber on here and you've checked this out, please, the thing that you have to do is you have to reach out to us to a certain point. Otherwise,
you get lost.
Otherwise, you get lost, and I'll just respin it.
We'll try our best to find you, but we'll,
Yeah, absolutely. So you have to reach out to us through giving us a comment or reaching us out on Discord or Facebook. Either way, just got to reach out to us to get the prize.
Yeah, we're super active on the UK Discord, so just drop us a line. We'll drop anyone on there a line. They'll at us.
So starting off with Simon. Simon's giveaway prize is going to God. God, there are so many names. To Super Pants.
Super Pants.
What a name!
Super Pants.
Super
Congratulations, Super Pants.
Super Pants, get in touch.
Yeah, well done, Super Pants. Right. What a name. Okay, move you from the list. So it is going to be me next. Who is going to win my prize?
A collection of cold foil cards.
Yeah. Oh
Those
my God, it
Team
actually
Tournament
hurts
promos
my eyes
pretty-
looking at this.
Pretty legit, to be fair.
And it's going to someone hopefully English. Tyler Witt.
You can't say that.
You cannot
it's-
say
it's-
that. Like 50%
someone-
of our
someone in
audience.
the
Instead of
Yeah,
our
so-
audience is American. You can't be like,
Well, it's just to save me on postage. Well done, Tyler Witt.
you need to. You
I
need
hope
to
Tyler
I
lives
shouldn't
in
have said
Canada
that.
now. I hope Tyler lives in Canada.
I hope he lives
Ty-
in the fucking middle of nowhere.
I'm gonna find what is the worst place
For
to
the
send it
Himalayas
to.
or
What's the most
something.
expensive place? Tyler Witt lives there. Well done, Tyler Witt. You have won my goodie bag. And now for the mystery trip wild card surprise. Oh my God, the final one.
Mystery box.
The mystery,
Mystery
the true mystery box goes to Matteo Sabato.
Amazing. Congratulations
Please.
to all three of our winners.
Absolutely.
Reach out to
Thank
us
you.
and we'll get these sent your way. Wherever
And
you
thank
are.
for being subscribers.
If
to
you're
the
really,
podcast.
really far away and you've got Hamish, let us know as soon as possible.
I didn't mean. I just thought.
First
I just
class,
sent,
I think
well,
that's
I sent
appropriate,
over.
yeah.
I sent over the cold foil crucible of Aether Weave over to Ice in My Veins. Lovely guy. Caught up with him, and yeah, it was cost a lot of money to send it internationally. So I was like, ooh, okay.
EDL member Hamish is
Yeah.
worried about who we're giving our prizes to.
We also have a pay. We also have a.
You can't cut. That has to be cut. You can't say that.
I didn't say that. All right. Okay.
You
So
can't. This is why we should have stuck with the
We shouldn't do
non-live
this live.
stream version.
Oh, Faye's crawling on the floor.
I'm sending this out.
Oh, dead, absolutely dead. Oh, oh brilliant.
Okay.
Right.
This sort of stuff you don't get.
Trip.
Trip. Save us.
What preparation have you done for the Pro Tour?
Well, so I think a few podcasts ago, I said, and by that I probably mean like five or six ago, I said I was going to start testing and practicing for tournaments, taking tournaments a lot more seriously. Now, I haven't done that for the Pro Tour, but I have played a few more games than I did for Nationals, so I know I'm doing better.
Nice.
Onwards and upwards. But I think well, we can talk about this with you as well, Simon. But I think it's finding the time has been tricky recently.
Yeah.
I just got a new job and we've been doing Push the Point, and I've restarted my Finders Library channel again, which is cool.
Told you, Hamish.
I am listening. Carry on.
Is he drinking the beer and not
He's
enjoying
drinking Moleskine, yeah. Welcome to Canada.
Yeah. Well, Canada. Yeah. Anyway.
But my main aim, well, I was lucky enough to qualify for the Pro Tour off Lifetime XP rather than like topping a Pro Quest, which is really cool. But I'm kind of just going to be part of the first ever Pro Tour. I'm really interested to go out there and play against people from the international community, because that kind of takes me back to the old days of playing
Roots.
Flesh and Blood, where we basically mainly only played against the international community. There was a small group of us UK players and a lot of players from America and Canada and Europe that we would play with on a regular basis. So it'd be really great to see and maybe meet some of those guys out there. So I'm really looking forward to that. But ultimately, for me, I just want to go to America. I get invited to go play card games in America, because that's really cool. Well, I think that's really cool. and that might not happen again for any other
Absolutely.
game or hobby that I get to do. So it's just such a great opportunity, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know about you.
It's a real privilege, actually, and
Mm.
having LSS put on like the banquet on the first night, and
the banquet. Forgot
I know,
about that.
and
Fucking
the
hell,
Q&A,
jealous.
like the Q&A panel, and just the event, like even if, and similarly to Trip, like a combination of bad timing means that my life at work and at home has been pretty busy in the last couple of weeks, and I haven't really had the time since the ban announcement to go through heavy testing. Fortunately, there have been people around me that have managed to help with that process where possible. But yeah, it's just a privilege to be there and to be at the things like the banquet and the event. And even if I crash out day one and I want to play the calling, or I want to go and play drafts and stuff in the side events, we haven't had access to that sort of event yet. So it's going to be amazing. And also, completely unrelated, but my work colleagues bought me a new mask, and I'm definitely taking it with me. So
if it's not a mustache mask, I'll be very disappointed.
So obviously it's in America. We have to wear a mask during all of the games and within the conference center itself. So this is the mask I'll be wearing all day, every day.
Look out for the mustache.
Yeah, I was I was talking about this with Kate, and I was saying about how this Pro Tour kind of, for me, caps off almost like my first. Yeah. It's not been a year, but it's almost like my first season of Fab, like going from the very early days into competitive tournaments, doing nationals, and it feels like this is like a capstone moment, not only for my relationship with the game, but also for the game itself.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the thing it's a really great thing to have in your sort of like in your time with the game. Like, I got to do a professional level, and also got invited to do it. You know, like that's really cool. And I think
do you know what else is cool?
Yeah,
we're also going to get a chance to meet some awesome content creators while we're there as well. Some like, I know one half of Session Blood's going to be there. Flake is going to be there. The guys from Spark of Genius over in Canada are going to be there, and these are people that we've played with and chatted with, and we watch their content, and it's just going to be a really cool opportunity to like sit down with people. You've got like Tolarian Dropouts is going to be there, some of the big name US players. It's just going to be a great melting pot of love of the game.
And James White.
Oh yeah, well.
And James White's going to be there, and Rudy, if you're bothered. I've seen some people go, "Well, I'm not going." You probably weren't going, but
like I don't really care. I'd like to chat with the artists, because I always enjoy the artists. Like just at conferences where you have conventions where you have like the artists sort of alleyway that they set up. I always enjoy that. That would be kind of cool. But my main thing is I want to meet some American fans of Push the Point, because we know you exist.
Yeah.
So
50% almost of our listeners.
If you are an American, or well, you know what, you could be any nationality you want, as long as you're not English.
Don't do it, me.
You guys all the time. We would love to chat. I would love to chat and just hear from you, hear how you heard about the podcast and what you think of this crazy British people and what we're doing over here. But it'd be really great to meet a few people. People occasionally come up to me and just said that they really like the podcast, they really like Fyendals, and it's just such a great
I thought
feeling.
they were going to turn and go, Push Point's great, and the other one's
no, it's normally the other way around.
That makes sense.
So leading on from that, someone did get in contact on Twitter. So by the way, if you see us around, or if you want to get hold of us in New Jersey, Twitter's probably a good place to do that. You can send us messages or tag us, and one of us will pick it up. But someone did mention they were going to bring us, if they found us, they were going to bring us their favorite beer. If you would like to bring us your favorite beer, that will be greatly received.
I would love that.
Or coffee. Favorite beer or favorite coffee. Either one. We'll take either. Thank you very much. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
We'll just you'll get a shout.
If you do, you'll get a shout out on the next podcast for definite.
Are you taking dice along?
We are indeed taking
dice will be there.
You're not gonna give these guys a dice. You're giving
Yeah,
you a
if you
beer.
come,
if you give us a
if you
beer,
come and give us a
100%.
beer, you get dice. Yeah.
What do you think we spend the £5 on anyways?
That's true.
Yeah.
I do owe a lot of that money back.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're talking about Pro Tour, it's what do you think? I think it would be pretty silly to not talk about what we think this new meta is sort of shaping up to be like, what your predictions are, what you're thinking, so on and so forth. I will go out and say I think the ban and restricted announcement has basically kicked Viserai in the knackers.
In the nuts.
Yeah, and I think it was basically a Viserai ban more than anything. And yeah, I was thinking this through when I was today. Getting rid of Skeletor is almost like saying we're going to get rid of Crown of Seeds, or we're going to get rid of Mask of Momentum. You know, that card is just so. It's such a massive deal.
To that deck.
Yeah, it's a massive deal. It's a massive deal. And it's like saying, if Katsu never had Mask of Momentum, will he function? The answer is, well, of course he will play, but Christ, he just won't. It's just such a huge thing to have as part of his strategy and game plan. It's like, imagine Oldhim or Starvo never had Crown of Seeds. It just won't operate in the same way anymore.
But there is another Runeblade to take his place, though.
Yeah. He was sitting there nipping at his heels the whole way through.
I think it was a big mistake banning Skeletor.
I agree.
I think it's really unfair because we chatted about this.
Yeah, we
were
did.
Saying we
thought Sonata would have been the better ban,
we said that we wanted Viserai to have his time in the sun, so to speak.
Which he did in Blitz.
Oh, well, fair. But to be honest, I think it's quite unfair to the Viserai players who have been, and not just Hamish. Like, we obviously know Hamish played Viserai. You know, I've played my first ever classic constructed game was against a Viserai, and like playing some janky OTK thing back in the old days.
Yeah,
and like there's so many players who have stuck with that hero, waiting for it to get good, and the second it got not even the best deck in the game, it got absolutely slaughtered. And what for? Because otherwise it would be, if we hit star, like I really think it was a misstep. And how did Prism get through scot-free when Prism was sort of a better deck, wasn't touched? And it just feels bad for the Viserai players who are like, and I know you say, Simon, you know, the Runeblades get chomped together, but they and people will probably think I'm being.
No, I don't know what you're going to say, but I feel like I'm going to.
They are different heroes. They're really different, and
but you could almost argue
Briar is so different to playing Viserai, and all three.
You could almost argue that actually Runeblade isn't really a cohesive class because they are all so different.
Well, I think it's because they tied it to a kind of almost like a lore thing where they were like, oh, if we've got a class that's doing mad like sword and spells, then that's Runeblade, rather than being like, you know, Briar could have been like a druid, easily could have been a druid. Like she obviously runs Runeblade cards, but the actual Earth Briar list is almost entirely elemental Runeblade and Earth cards, for example. But not to get too sidetracked on that. But I thought maybe a Tunic Viserai could compete, but when you're third place and you get your equipment hit, which, like Hamish just says, it's almost the equivalent of a card like Mask of Momentum or Crown of Seeds being hit. It's really hard, and I would be so like, I'm annoyed that Autumn's Touch got hit because it's affected my Briar
more than it does Starvo, right?
I think Briar's not even a tier 2 deck these days.
Oh, I don't know. I don't agree, Trip. I
think my Briar is not a tier 2 deck.
So what I would say is, I've seen a lot of people talking about Chain as being best deck in the format. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think Starvo, despite the Awakening, despite the Autumn's Touch ban and restrictions, I think Starvo is still going to win the Pro Tour. I think you've got a choice between your Casino Starvos or your Planet Captain Planet Starvos, whatever you want to call it,
Clown mode,
and the like second cycle decks for Starvo, and I think both of them do well in different scenarios. I'm pretty sure that a Casino Starvo is going to roll 14 rounds to the top 8 and just smash everyone.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that. It's fine. It's not really done. It hasn't changed an awful lot. Just replace Autumn's Touch with a green or Burgeoning. Job done. Blocks of 2.
I think they were already running all the Earth.
If you're
whackers,
there, exactly. If you're running it, you're running it.
I think when we initially saw it, I was kind of excited because I generally thought just by the start of it, this could do enough work. I think over time developed and just went, sorry, just Viserai's not as crazy as he needs to be now. He's in a position where he is depending on where the meta is rather than being the leader of it now. And Chain. Chain. Christ, if you are a big Chain fan, you're in luck. He's
doing all right.
He was always good, but now he's the easy position, person to move to if you were playing a lot of Viserai and you love synergizing your non-attacks and weaving your attacks together through your non-attacks into attacks, and then getting that Rosetta Thorn's really good, and here's your now next best person, followed very closely by Briar, and it's a good time to be alive for them too.
I think Chain's really interesting.
Trip, are you going to reveal who you're playing for the Pro Tour?
I'm playing Briar. No, there's no secrecy from moi. Got the deck in my bag. I couldn't find. I lost my Crown of Seeds, so that was that decision pretty easy, mate. Nah, but I wanted to play Briar because I'm comfortable with that deck, and I just want to play a deck that I have got some reps with at Pro Tour. I'm not going to try and do anything too crazy. And both me and Simon were saying, we've not really had the time to get reps in. So I think moving to and as I probably talked about in previous episodes, during the Pro Quest, I jumped around from deck to deck, and I didn't really end up thinking that was actually very valuable. So I think I'm just going to stick with Briar. I actually think that Briar is a really good deck in a Starboless meta. We'll obviously see what comes with Uprising, and I'm just going to continue to get reps on it and kind of stick with it for a bit. Kind of like how people stuck with Prism, and see how that goes.
Yeah. All right. That's the
Pro Tour. I'm really looking forward to it. I am getting on a flight on Thursday morning, and I mean, British Airways should see us right. I hope we get there in safe, timely fashion. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting there. Straight to the banquet Thursday evening, meet up with some people that we've played online, and then
win a little robot for you there, Simon.
Oh, I do apologise. But anyway, Friday, big day. Looking forward to starting the Pro Tour and just enjoying the game that we've loved for this long, that inspired Push the Point to come about, and
totally
awesome. So should we move over to the interview section if you're listening on Spotify?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Awesome, man. So here is Matt DeMarco, otherwise known as Flake from the Instant Speed podcast. Here he is. For everyone else is here live. Time for questions. Trying to throw down some questions.
Got some questions.
Yeah, I'm
gonna pick up one here.
Yeah, I've copied and pasted two already.
I've not looked at any of them.
No, that's right.
Baz the Bard.
Is it the
Baz is a very avid. Baz is a very avid listener and a really nice guy.
I feel like this section. you guys have still got your podcast voice, so this is the after dark real talk.
Right.
We give you the real stuff, right? If you are on YouTube.
So just so you know, none of us get on. We never talk to each other. Trip and I have got this domestic case going on. It's real stuff, but
It's some
not-
real
not-
legal court cases going through right now.
Lather
it's-
wants to know
it-
how many people are taking Starvo to the Pro Tour. What percentage of people are going to roll Starvo at the Pro Tour?
Can I ask that? Can I answer that? First?
Yes, you
Please,
can.
before tripped. So
Ruins it.
Midlands North load, London South not a load. That's my predictions.
No, what of the whole Pro Tour?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, the Pro Tour. You said ProQuest. What percentage of players in the ProQuest do you think will take Starvo?
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Pro Tour.
No, what about ProQuest? So I think the London meta will just continue to play Prism, and I think the Midlands and North will probably continue to just high roll Casino Starvo. I don't think anything has changed since the last ProQuest.
I was going to say I don't think much is particularly.
No,
he meant
of chains.
He meant Pro Tour, and I'm going to say 40%.
Pro Tour. All right, whatever then.
I'm going to say 40%.
Over 50%.
Over 50%.
You reckon?
Yeah.
You think? I think that
I do.
based on what
I reckon you're being pro player biased, where you hear from the pro players
that the chain is the best deck in the format,
there's
right?
400 whatever people there.
Yeah.
The vast majority of those people are just sitting at home right now, packing their bags, and I think most of those people will play Starvo. There will be the highest profile decks will probably not be Starvo. There'll be a few, don't get me wrong. But the bulk field will be Starvo, so I'd say 50% plus.
Mark,
right, a lot of people.
Mark is saying this is the part where we talk over each other, which I've just done to you.
Well, anyway, what were you saying, Simon?
Hang on.
Yeah, well, next question.
Right, I brought this up pre-podcast and I got shot down, but 4 heroes in Uprising.
Yeah, we always said that.
There are...
That's come from Jack Raven, by the way.
Apparently, 4 Blitz decks being released.
Jack?
Version 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, what do we think? Who could
news?
be the 4th hero?
What is this news? Where is this news?
So, a couple of retailers have released pre-orders for Blitz decks for Uprising, and they are listed as versions 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, if there was a 4th hero, surely it's got to be ice related. Surely
it could be Shiana.
Surely. What was that joke from Aeroplane? Is it what's it?
Don't call me Shirley.
You can't be serious.
Surely you can't be serious. Yes. What did say? Of course I am. Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Shirley.
You've ruined it.
Did it wrong.
I'll log off now.
What was the question? I wasn't paying attention.
What do we think the 4th hero is? Let's make shit up.
What do we think the 4th hero is going to be, and why is it a Rune Blade?
It's not a Rune Blade. It is Shiana.
All right.
In the form of a dragon. And it's going to be her class is going to be whatever it is, Drakai or Draconic Illusionist. She'll be able to use all the specialism cards.
There's already a Draconic Illusionist. You mean a shapeshifter?
Oh, a shapeshifter. Sorry, you guys know what I mean.
Oh, do we think this is going to be new class territory? Like new, like you know where they did that with Prism. They just sort of just teased
like
everything else. Oh, Necromancer could be back. Do you think?
I don't think so.
I'm going to hang my hat on this because I get this wrong every time.
What are you hanging it on?
New class.
Okay.
New class. I've got everything wrong, but we've got a new class, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe it's ice.
No, we can't have 2. I don't understand how we can have 2 ice heroes in a draft set.
Well, because we've got ice and draconic.
No,
because we can't have a 4th element.
Is the ninja going to be draconic as well?
Yes, it is. It's been confirmed.
Oh, then yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
we've got 2 draconic and 1 ice at the minute, and this is why it's a bit jank.
Where's my earth cards? Give me more earth cards. It's the only element that hasn't had any banned cards, and they're getting more. It's not right.
I don't know. It's. I think they're going to potentially. I don't know. Maybe they'll unveil this awesome
news
ice
at Pro Tour. Version of Dramai. Jack Raven, what are you on, mate? She literally makes flames.
Yeah, I know.
Classic Prism player, am I right? Jesus.
Classic.
Jack.
Next question.
I believe we are out of questions. So throw us one more if you want to. But yeah, Mark's saying nice new class maybe. I think if there is 4 blitz decks, it probably would actually make more sense. And I love the fact that they I don't know, that product sheet. Didn't the product sheet that they released kind of outline what they're doing, or did they just not give enough information? Because surely that's the stuff that stores need to know what they're getting. I don't know. I mean, the Monarch one and the Tales of Arion were pretty clear cut what you're going to get, so stores knew what they're purchasing from distributors. I feel like it's just a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird.
I'm going to give my hot take.
All right,
it's going to be a 3-hero draft experience that they are going to release a 4th blitz deck, and there's going to be a 4th hero, but that hero will appear in the cold foil slot, so it won't be a draft hero.
A bit like
weird.
Starvo.
So you can have the 3, so they can combine a 3-player draft experience, a 3-hero draft experience, with also being able to push out 4 blitz decks because they like the number 4. And I think that hero won't actually be. I think it might be Kano.
What?
I think it might be a new Kano.
Really?
Because I think they don't like Kano's current hero power.
What?
And I think they'll reprint Kano. What? That's my wild.
That is a hot take.
That is pretty.
You guys,
bonkers.
I'm not going to fuck around with these little itty bitty takes.
That is
this is what you come to Push the Point for. Absolute bollocks. But if it's right, bloody hell, people will be talking about it for years. That's what we're here.
That's what you're coming for. Right, Paul Wright has a question. What
my hat is officially placed, or whatever Hayden said a minute ago that I didn't really understand. But hat is on the table.
Come on.
You've hung your hat on that.
I've hung my hat.
All right, okay.
Hung.
What legendary?
Talking about hats.
Oh, shush. For 1 second, Paul Wright. What legendary slots do you think the new heroes will get?
Crown of Providence.
Oh yeah. Who do you think that belongs to?
It's a generic.
Yeah.
And it's their new prize card in the same way that.
And it will involve card draws or something.
Is that what headpieces do?
It involves deck manipulation, doesn't it? Headpiece. So Mask of Momentum,
Skull.
Draw a card.
Skullcap doesn't.
Talisman, Opt, Skullcap.
Doesn't do any of that.
Shit though.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Right.
So what other do we think? So the Draconic Ninja could do with like an arm.
What?
Oh, they got Breaking Scales, mate.
Yeah, they got Breaking Scales, but they haven't got a legendary arm.
You wait, they'll get another headpiece.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
everyone has a headpiece. That's it. Well, I think we're going to get all pieces, aren't we? Because we got all pieces in Monarch when we got one hero got the headpiece, and then another hero got the chest piece, another hero got the foot piece, and then there was Monarch had 4 heroes. I don't know, but all pieces will be.
You know what I put on my feet when I go out the door every morning?
Slippers.
My foot pieces. I just.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah,
where's my foot piece?
Foot pieces.
I put my foot pieces on. I tie my foot piece laces and I go for a little stroll.
Oh, piss off! Right, okay. Right. So, are we moving on from question time?
Oh, we get Kano Flame of Volcor. That's a good name, Buzz. Yeah, I like that.
Kano
yes,
Flame
it's
Could Ninja get a chest piece? Yes. I mean,
yeah, especially now they've banned. That's a great shout, actually, Shamir, because they've banned Heart and Cross Strap, so maybe that would be a good line. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's cool. Right. Well, if you're listening to this on Spotify, thank you. The interview. I have to say, was generally quite awesome. Matt is a very hard-working individual, and he grinded his way all the way up to where he is now, and he's incredibly good at his job. So I can't wait to listen to him at the Pro Tour, and I'm jealous that you guys are probably going to go and see him say hello.
Yeah, we're gonna try and deliver him some
or without some Cadbury
Flakes because he's a fan apparently. So
he's requested this. So either of you two have to deliver him some Cadbury Flakes, and he'd forever be your friend.
We should have named the podcast after our favorite like confectionery good, so that we would get sent that in the future.
What is your
that's
favorite
true.
confectionery good?
Oh my, we can't. We don't have time for this, do we?
Oh, okay. Quick fire round trip. Pam, favorite Cadbury.
No, I'm not going first. Someone else go first.
Okay.
Are we just talking favorite Cadbury chocolate bar?
Yeah.
Oh well, favorite Cadbury chocolate bar. Controversial opinion, but my favorite Cadbury chocolate bar is not Cadbury. It's Galaxy.
Oh,
Well, that's not fucking good Cadbury's then, is it?
well,
Yeah, I know,
no.
but I'm messing with the system, aren't I?
Oh, that's just triple
Alright.
over. All right, so
Classic
you're a Galaxy
trip.
man. Oh, mine. I have got a bit of a. Oh, Jack Raven's got this right. If it has to be Cadbury's,
You're missing a word.
Whisper.
No, you're missing a word.
What?
It's a Whisper Gold, mate.
No.
Yes.
Who the fuck-
Just straight out of the fridge, Whisper Gold.
Nah,
That's
not at all. I see. I like Cadbury's with none of the shit in it. You know, I just want to have just like a twirl or Whisper or whole nut, anything like that. But I also dig a Milky Bar. Clearly, a tubby guy like me, I like Cadbury's chocolate.
Does Jack Raven not know what a Whisper Gold is? Have you never?
No,
come
he
across
clarified with a yeah, fair.
a Whisper?
Yeah,
okay.
cool.
All right.
Does
You know,
anyone
come-
want to see what LSS gave us?
No, I want to talk about chocolate.
No, okay.
So,
fine, we'll go talk about
I
some.
also like a Snickers bar, but I don't think that's
Oh, I
Cadbury's
love a
either.
Snickers. No, it's not. It's
What about
Mars.
what about Yorkie, the fruit?
I get a lot
Raisin
of hanger,
Yorkie.
so Snickers is actually quite good for me.
Nice.
Do you remember when Yorkie had this whole thing about it was a bit of a
Yeah,
weird
not-
90s
not
moment
for
where
girls.
Not allowed.
and
Not allowed anymore.
I don't think that
they
will
can't-
fly anymore.
Yeah, you can't do that now. But I remember back then, not for just for men, bam, and it just literally had
No, that's a hair
women on
dye.
it.
Yeah.
No, I remember back then thinking, what you think about it now? Gosh, bloody wild. Anyway, should we talk about what's inside the
What's in the
box?
box, Hamish?
We've been very fortunate.
Right.
So huge thanks to LSS for sending us a content creator kit 2.
Number 2.
Which is really cool because we've been doing this for a while, so it's nice to get a bit of recognition for the old podcast.
Yeah.
We do know what's in it if it's the same as what's been in other ones, but we don't. I guess we don't know for certain if it is the
No,
same.
I hope. I've seen that they did a little note for some of them. I hope there's a cool note.
I've got my note from them still on my
Yeah.
my shelf over
Right.
there.
Oh, I've got a bag.
Ooh,
A baggie.
it's a bag within a bag. It's much like a room within a room.
Does it smell
A
of New
wheel within
Zealand?
a wheel.
I don't
Does
know.
it smell
but
like New Zealand?
I don't know. I hope.
Don't-
let me just say, I hope
don't
it's
take that-
cards. New Zealand
What's in the
spice.
box?
Right. Got some mats, and I've got 3 mats. No letter though. Oh well. Right. Should we reveal this mat?
Reveal mat number 1.
That looks like a
It's a mat that I've already owned, but it is.
celestial
it lights-
cataclysm.
Oh no, it's not in Light Strike, is it? It's the
Jeez,
Celestial
Jay.
Cataclysm.
So just to be clear, all these goodies here is going to be predominantly going out to the patrons. So if you want to become a Push the Point patron, now is the time.
Yeah, we've had a lot of patrons who've been
Sweet.
supporting us for quite a few months, so we wanted to give something back to them. So,
Absolutely.
and we've been doing lots
Oh,
of giveaways
I
on the
didn't
regular
really see
channel.
that.
So.
It looks better. Yeah, no, it looks better in real life than everything.
It does. I bet I know which one it is. Oh,
Doomsday.
It's the
Doomsday.
rubbish one.
This is
I love a
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
This is a really, really, really cool one. I love this.
Doomsday's actually
anyone-
pretty cool.
For anyone that played in the Monarch pre-releases, if you were the top ranking
You'll recognise the
shadow hero, yeah,
And now for the
the big prize,
yeah.
which Hamish and I are still fighting over whether we actually
I
want to
went
let it
all
go
the
to
way
anyone.
I
to
have to
Brighton
say
to win
that
this one.
that we didn't get this third mat.
Just didn't arrive,
It
no?
did say here that one's for Hamish for doing a lot of hard work for editing this glorious podcast. You deserve something nice for once. So thank you. Push the point. I'll show off what they've given me. I'm only joking, everyone. Look at that. It's a bit good.
It is
A
beautiful.
nice map.
I would really like you to deliver that to me before Thursday, so I can take it to the Pro Tour.
Nah, sorry, mate. You're not a patron. Right. So let's move it.
I
on.
am though. Maybe I'll win
There
it.
you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, right. Moving on. Oh, we did get a letter. It's in
Come on then, read it out. Read it out.
Read us a story, Hamish. What does it say?
It says, "Dear, push the point. This bag of spice has to be delivered to Dave. Tell him I said thanks. So sincerely, James White." Cool. Thank you. What?
Thanks, Hamish.
No,
Yeah,
that's
cheers.
what it says. No, dear Push the Point, thank you so much for your great work for Flesh and Blood. We love your work, and we wanted to offer you this appreciation kit. We're very happy for you to use these pronos creatively, and thank you for your support. Stay safe. Chris Bewley. Thank you, Chris Bewley.
Awesome, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Big fan of Chris
And
Bewley.
look at this big wad of
Oh.
Herald of Rebirth.
Extended art Rainbow 4 Herald of Rebirth.
So-
What does the additional flavor text say, Hamish?
Is there additional?
Yeah, so this flavor text only appears on the full art promos of the Heralds.
Okay.
For the other ones. Well, it did for Herald of Protection at least.
Wow.
So.
Okay, so it says Avalon, messenger of the dream, whose light rejuvenates the land.
There you go, Dave.
Yeah.
There you go.
A little insight there. If you want that flavor text on your cards, you can only get it with these promos, I believe. Someone will probably point out that that's not the case, but I really like the because
Nice.
it also
Nice and Pringled. Andre.
nice and Pringled.
So
What you need.
we got some. Obviously, we've got some yellows, we've got some blues, and a big stack of reds. So, yeah, I can count out actually if you want, just real quick, how many blues we've got, and then I assume that's the same for everyone else. You guys can fill the time.
Yeah, we can do a little bit of chat with chat. So yeah, saying that Matt's more in demand. But what does it mean, Fyendal slavery? Should we? I don't know.
Hang on, hang on.
What's that?
Why have I got a random?
Oh,
There's a right. Just
I've got one of
There's
them.
a random Herald of Protection in there.
We got a random Herald Protection in our pack.
Just the one.
Just one, literally.
Oh,
just
that is the rarest card.
Okay, yeah, we've got one random Herald of Protection in our set. Okay.
Is it cold foil? Can you imagine if it was just one cold foil Herald of Protection?
Yeah, literally. Just we've got one.
Jake is just salivating in the chat, like the holy grail for prison players.
Well, this is weird. Now I've got to now. I mean, I've got to check the rest now. Surely.
Well, thank you, LSS, for every single Herald of Rebirth and a single blue Herald of Protection.
absolutely.
That single
Take it.
blue Herald of Protection.
We did say to you guys, we were like, we don't know for certain.
No.
It's the same as everybody else's.
Okay, no yellows.
Yeah, need. Hashtag need, yeah.
Yeah, literally just blue. Literally just blue. Just that. What we got one rando.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a random.
That's cool. I like that.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Thanks, Alice. The odd one.
Right. So now we know what we've got in the box. As Hamish said, over the next few days, we're going to work out a way of distributing these mainly amongst our Patreon. So if you guys want to be in with a 30 play sets,
30 of each color.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to be in with a chance of winning some of these, then please go and join our Patreon, and our patrons will be first in line to win these promo cards, and then we may come up with some other ways to distribute whatever we have left.
And the playmats, or did you say the playmats?
Yeah, playmats are going to patrons only.
We are
some
now.
of the playmats, 2 out of 3, you know.
2 out of 3.
About 3 playmats.
One might get lost
at
in the
least 2 of
post,
them.
but no, we're going to try. I've already got the Eclipse mat, so I'm fine with it.
Oh, I've already got the
Seriously,
playmat.
what the f haven't you got? Seriously, you've
I've
got.
not got
whatever we've
everything.
got, you're like, no, I've got one of them.
Yeah, I did have a bit of a playmat spree for a bit.
He's also got
but,
a Torrent of Tempo mat, which is beautiful.
Oh, that's in the bag. That's for Battle Hardened on Sunday. Yeah.
Nice.
Right, what's next on the agenda, Simon?
Yeah, and if you want to join the Patreon, we'll put a link in the description below.
Please do.
And just we want to prioritize the Patreons a bit more because they're financially supporting the podcast, and we want to keep sort of investing We want to potentially do more hats. Push the point baseball snapbacks went down super well.
Yeah.
Bit of a hot commodity, so
First
we would
edition
like to
push
do
the
that
point.
again. We have a design in the pipeline that we're not ready to share yet, but we
I
quite
could
like
share it.
No.
Alright.
That is my intellectual property that I have.
I don't know if it's yours either.
Adapted. But if you want to get a really good chance of getting those things, we do recommend joining the Patreon. And our cheapest tier is just £3 a month, and that does all go. Believe it or not, it does all go to the podcast. We don't spend it on beer.
Shamir wants to see the hat design.
You'll have to join the Patreon, and we have a Patreon Discord, and we've been sharing sort of insights, and we'll be sharing the first draft of the design with them first, and obviously you'll be able to input if you have any suggestions as well. It's quite a chilled collaborative Discord, so
we've also been it's an opportunity as well for some of the guys that I've interviewed, like Matt, and going forward other people. I've got I've hooked up hopefully an interview with one of the artists of Flesh and Blood, which we'll be sorting out at some point. But if anyone from the Discord also has an opportunity to throw out questions to these specific people, which I'll be saying, I'm doing this now. Does anyone want to throw in anything? So yeah, you can get your shout out through your questions through the guests that we get on as well. So it's all worth it. I think it's all worth it.
So we've been going about an hour now.
Yeah,
I reckon that is about time to call it a day.
Oh, all right. I feel like we just got it. I feel like we're getting stuck into the second half, but yeah, fair enough. Unless there's anything else.
Well, I just want to say to everyone that's going to be at the Pro Tour, I look forward to seeing you there. Please come and find Trip and I. We are generally friendly, sweetened with beer and coffee.
Adam Smith is still waiting for the charity topless patron only calendar, which
come back at Christmas. So
come back at Christmas. I think there's I think it's going to be like, did we say we're going to do what's hot, what's not? Oh well, next time.
We'll save what's hot, what's not for maybe post Pro Tour.
Pro Tour.
Yeah,
we kind of covered it, didn't we?
Well, we kind of just ignore the rest, but yeah, maybe we can do a what's hot, what's not for the next episode.
Sweet.
For ProQuest. Yeah, man. Right. Cool.
Thanks, everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks for everyone listening on Spotify. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.